My name is Aaron, and I just completed the underwater videography course. I think my expectations for the course were pretty much set. I asked a lot of questions going in, but there were surprises in terms of just, how comprehensive it would feel. The fact that there was a dedicated day just to photographic theory, just to set that baseline. I wasn't expecting, but the fact that it was there and it kind of gave a refresher and it kind of gave a foundation to grow from, I thought was actually really helpful. Just how much there was a real faith in the students to have a kind of trial by fire. I mean, it felt like there were very much steps to it, but I was, not to be too cute with it, but I felt like I was thrown into the deep end in a lot of ways, and there was a lot of faith in me to just get in the water with the camera very quickly and experience. In photography, there are a million things that can go wrong, and in video, there are, those million things can go wrong like 24 times a second or 60 times a second. And so when those million things go wrong, you learn very quickly and very, very fast and very comprehensively all the minute details and all the variables that you have to account for in getting any shot. And having an instructor hold your hand and be able to point those things out to you and give you a fix for them or a way to adjust to them, or even ways to account for them in post, was, it was surprising. And I didn't realize that I could keep up with something at that pace, so that was surprising, immensely. Just in the getting the process of operating a camera kind of in my body and getting the muscle memory for loading the camera, putting the housing together, assembling things, getting into the water, wiping bubbles off my dome, all those things are now so ingrained in a way they weren't before, just because of the repetition in what felt like a long time while I was doing it, but now that's completed, just felt like nothing. And there's like a strong sense of capability. I didn't know that I could operate a camera and adjust lights and account for backscatter under 20 meters of seawater. But I did it. And the fact that I could get not just usable footage, but in a lot of cases, just really gorgeous footage out of it was surprising. I think of the things I shot back home compared to what I shot during the course, and it's night and day. Even in really challenging conditions, poor visibility, murky water, backscatter, being able to adapt and adjust on the fly like that, and do that, with all of the intricate things that you have to account for when you're just scuba diving in and of itself, doing that when you're operating a camera at the same time. It's just two very complicated processes at the same time, and seeing myself, expand, and just seeing that in my footage, the difference between what I shot at the beginning of the course and what I shot at the end, and how it all assembled, was just having that proof of like, yeah, in a relatively short amount of time, I went miles beyond what I thought I was capable of at the beginning.